All right, let's just jump right in. Have you ever gotten that text? You know the one. Hey, can I swing by? And even though you genuinely, truly like the person, you feel this little wave of dread wash over you? Well, today we're going to get into the psychology of why some of us secretly hate having guests.
It's like this quiet, internal whisper, right? You smile and you text back, "Of course, come on over." But inside, this little voice just sighs and goes, "Well, there goes my piece." And look, it's not about the person at all. It's about the disruption. If that little voice sounds even remotely familiar to you, I really want you to know you are absolutely not alone. This feeling is incredibly common. And believe it or not, there's a fascinating psychological reason for it. Okay, so to really get this, we have to start with the whole idea of home. Because for a lot of us, our home isn't just four walls and a roof, it's a psychological sanctuary. I mean, think about it. All day long when you're out in the world, you're performing. You're on. Home is the one and only place where that performance can finally stop. The social mask comes off, you can finally breathe a little deeper, and the world just stops demanding something from you for a minute. And you know what? There's actually a name for this. Psychologists call it territorial comfort. Your home literally acts as your emotional reset button. It's the one place where you have control, where everything is familiar, and that gives you this deep, profound sense of safety.
And this contrast, it is so, so important. Out there in the world, it's all demands and performance, you know? The mask is on tight. But at home, that mask can finally come off. It's a sanctuary where you're in control, and that's exactly why our space feels so precious to us. So when a guest arrives, even a guest you really want to see, it can feel exactly like this. It's like your piece is a perfectly still pond, and that doorbell is a pebble being dropped right into the middle of it. I mean, nothing bad happened, but the ripples, they change everything. Your carefully controlled, peaceful environment is suddenly completely disturbed. But that little pebble drop, it does more than just create ripples. It comes with this hidden cost. And that's the energy it takes to suddenly be on stage again. A really great way to think about this is the whole social battery analogy. We all have this finite amount of social energy, right? And different things either charge it up or drain it down. When you're alone in your sanctuary, your battery isn't just full, it's at rest. It's actually charging. You're not spending any energy on social performance. You are at 100%. But the moment you hear that knock on the door or the doorbell rings, everything in an instant shifts. Boom. Instantly, your social battery starts to drain. You have to engage, you have to be attentive, you have to make conversation. You're now spending that precious energy you were just trying to conserve. So here's the crucial point. That mask you are so relieved to take off when you got home, it has to go right back on. And that emotional effort, even with people you absolutely love, quietly drains you, almost like an app running in the background of your mind. So where does this feeling even come from? Well, it can come from a few different places. For some of us, it's just that powerful biological need to recharge after being on all day. For others, it's actually a sign of really strong, healthy emotional boundaries. And sometimes it can even be traced all the way back to childhood, where maybe having guests over was linked with a lot of stress and pressure. This all leads to a really interesting question, doesn't it? Who feels this the most? You might think it's just, introverts or people who are antisocial, but the answer is actually pretty surprising. And that brings us to our final and maybe most important idea. It's all about flipping the script on this feeling, seeing it not as a character flaw, but as a powerful form of self-preservation. So here's the big reveal. It is often the most empathetic, the warmest, the most caring individuals who feel the strongest need to protect their solitude. Why? Because they give so much of their emotional energy away to others all day long that they desperately need their home to be a place to recharge. So let's be crystal clear on this. Feeling this way does not make you antisocial. It doesn't make you rude or cold. It makes you someone who deeply understands the value of your own peace and knows that you have to protect it to stay whole. See, the goal here isn't to push people away. It's about protecting the one space that allows you to show up as your best self when you're out in the world. It's not about being cold. For some people, valuing silence is like valuing oxygen. It's absolutely essential. So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's that these two things can exist at the exact same time. You can love people with your whole heart and still desperately crave solitude. Protecting your space, that emotional reset button, is not selfish, it is necessary. Your home is your sanctuary, and it is more than okay for you to be its fierce protector.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. Do you see yourself in this? Is your home that one sacred place where your mask finally comes off? Because just recognizing that, well, that's the first step to honoring what you need, completely guilt-free.